Hello traders, welcome to First Bars Academy. So today we're going to be going over our watch list as usual, and I'm going to be explaining how we took the trades that we took yesterday. If you can recall, yesterday we explained how the market closed as an engulfing on the daily time frame and how we are looking forward to taking buy opportunities on the lower time frames. So before we get to analyzing today's or rather yesterday's daily candle, let's go over the trades that we took yesterday. So you can see clearly that we identified these levels of demand yesterday. So this was the first level, second level, and third level. And you can see clearly that the market came back to test our demand and then they give us a rejection. So from this point, we found our entry opportunities, right? So my students already know what our entry signal is. So we took a nice entry from this point for a nice 1 to 4 risk to reward trade on Cardano. So let's clear the charts on Cardano. Let's see what we expect today before we go over to the next pair. So heading over to the daily time frame, you can see that today has been bullish, right? So as you expected, price is back to the upside again. So what can we be expecting from today? So today we can still be expecting to take more buy opportunities. Going further to the 4-hour time frame, you can see how we identified this buy to sell candle that was created during this move to the downside, and we marked our rectangular cross. So you can see clearly yesterday the market created a break of structure and a retest back to this level, after which they created a rejection back to the upside again. So we found our valid entries inside this level on the lower time frames, and that was how we were able to capitalize on this trade. So now we have our level of supply at this point, right? So, and we have our level of demand at this point. So what can we be expecting from the market today? So if we get price to close above this demand, or rather this supply, then we could see price come back and test it as a demand before continuing back to the upside again. However, if price fails to break above this supply, then we could see price give us a retracement back here before continuing further to the upside. So I'm going to be monitoring price action on Cardano inside this area right here on the lower time frames. And then the kind of trade I'll take will depend largely on the way the market would react around this level of supply and this level of demand. So the next pair that we're going to look at is Binance Coin. So Binance Coin, we took a nice trade on Binance Coin. So how did I take the trade on Binance Coin? So we can see clearly that on the 4-hour time frame, we identified this previous level of supply and we marked our rectangle across. So you can see price came back yesterday on the break and retest to test this level of supply, now acting as demand, and then we had our rejection back to the upside. However, we took valid trading opportunities inside this level on the lower time frames according to the rules of our strategy. So price gave us a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward trade, and currently we're observing for new trading opportunities. So what do we have from today on Binance Coin? So yesterday closed as a continuation candle, right? So this type of candle is usually a continuation in a bullish environment. So we expect today to give us a nice bullish move back to the upside again. As you can see, the bullish move has already started. So what do we do from this point? We simply identify the levels of supply and demand and wait to see how price will react. So now this is our level of supply, right? This last buy to sell candle is our level of supply, and this right here is our level of demand. So I'm going to be monitoring price action inside this level of supply and demand on the lower time frame. So if price breaks above this supply, then I can expect a retracement and a further continuation back to the upside. However, if price fails to break above, then we could see a retracement back to this level and then a continuation back to the upside again. So it's important to monitor price action inside this area for bullish trading opportunities. So the next pair that we're going to look at is Ethereum. So on Ethereum, we took a very interesting trading opportunity yesterday. So let's head over to our entry time frame and let's see how we took this trade setup. So on the 4 hour, we identified this level of supply that was created during this bearish move. All right, so this was the last buy to sell candle during this bearish move to the downside. So now that we've identified this level of supply, what were we waiting for? So we are simply waiting for price. Let's take it to the high. So you can see that price came back yesterday to test this level of supply, now acting as demand. And then on our 1 hour time frame, we had a nice rejection of this level, and price provided our valid entries. So my students already know how to take our valid entries in the market. So from this point, we took a nice trading opportunity on Ethereum to the upside for a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So currently, this trade has been completed. So what are we looking forward to doing today in the market? So today in the market, we simply have to identify our levels of supply and demand as usual. So since we know that on the daily time frame, price is back in a bullish environment and we expect price to approach this level of supply in the coming days. So what do we do from this point? So from this point, we simply go over to our lower time frames, which is the 4 hour time frame, and then we identify the 4 hour supply and demand zone. So this is the 4 hour supply zone, which is the 4 hour liquidity, and then this is the 4 hour demand zone, which is also our 4 hour liquidity as well. So now I would like to see how price would react inside these two levels of liquidity, right? So if we get a rejection, then we could see price give us a move back to the downside before continuing back to the upside again. So however, if price breaks above this level from this point, then we could expect a retracement on the lower time frame before a continuation back to the upside again. So either way, we have to monitor price action inside this level of supply and demand for trading opportunities. So the next pair that we're going to look at is BTC USD. So BTC USD, what price action did we have yesterday? So I'd not take any trade on BTC USD simply because according to my rules, I don't take more than three active trades at the same time. So it's important to always stick to your rules, no matter if the market is providing you with multiple opportunities, you owe it to yourself to stick to your rules. So yesterday we identified this level of supply, right? And we expected price to give us a nice retracement back to this level of supply, now acting as demand. And what happened? Eventually, we had a shift back to the upside again. So heading over to our daily time frame, we can see clearly that price closed as a continuation candle yesterday, which means that today we could see a bullish move in the market. Maybe not today only, but then in the coming days, we expect BTC USD to give us a nice bullish move in the market. So since we've already identified what we are expecting in the market, then how do we react? Or rather, how do we respond? So we respond by going to our lower time frames and then observing price action for trading opportunities. So the first time frame that we go to is the 4-hour time frame, and we identify our level of demand and our level of supply. So this is our level of, or rather, these are our levels of supply and demand. So we expect price to give us a retracement before a continuation back to the upside again. So if we get this slight retracement, then we could be expecting to take buy opportunities in the market at this level of demand. So if price breaks below this demand, that is the only scenario where we start looking for sell opportunities. But then since price is bullish on the daily time frame, we are only looking to take buy opportunities on BTC USD. So what will I be doing on this pair? So myself and my students, we're going to be monitoring price action inside this level of supply and demand. So by monitoring price action inside this level, once price gives us our valid buy opportunity inside this demand, then we can be looking forward to taking our entries on our lower time frames. So I'm going to suggest that you monitor price action as well inside this area of supply and demand. And then once price gives a trading opportunity according to the rules of your strategy, then you can confidently take trading opportunities, right? So it's always important for you to trade using the rules of your strategy. So this is what I think about these pairs so far. So let's head over to the last pair that we are currently looking at, which is Doge USDT. So on Dogecoin, what price action do we have? So yesterday, price closed as a bearish candle. So today, I would like to see today's candle close as a bullish one before I'll start looking forward to taking buy opportunities. Right, so once Doge USD closes as a bullish day today, then you can safely take buy opportunities in the market. Right, so heading over to our 4-hour time frame, what are we looking for? So on the 4-hour time frame, we are looking for our levels of supply and demand. So this is our level of demand, this last sell to buy candle here. And then our level of supply is simply this area right here. This tiny buy to sell candle, this small boy right here. So this is our supply in the market. So now we're expecting to see if price will give us a bullish trading opportunity inside this level of demand. So if we get, rather, once we get a trading opportunity inside this level of demand, then we can be looking forward to capitalizing on a buy opportunity on Doge USD. So I'm going to be monitoring price action alongside with my students inside this area. And in fact, I'm going to set an alert at this level of demand. So if you have a paid trading view, then you can set alerts at your areas of supply and demand. It's very, very important. So you don't have to be looking at the charts always, right? So simply by doing this, you would know once price approaches your demand or supply when you're doing something else, right? You could be at work, you could be with your kids, you could be with your family, you could be doing anything. And once you get your alerts, you know that it's time to look at the charts. So now I have an alert for demand at this point. So once it gets triggered, then I look forward to monitoring price action on our entry time frames for trading opportunities. So this is what I think about these 5 pairs that is on my watch list for the next couple of hours and for the next couple of days as well. So simply let me know what you think about these pairs by dropping your comments in the chat box below. And also, do not forget to support the creation of more free educational content by following me on TradingView so that you get access to daily market breakdowns as I send them out every morning. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get access to more free, amazing educational content that will help you on your trading journey towards becoming a profitable trader. So thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and see you tomorrow.